Okay, so this is what I learned to do last night. I set up the keypad to the Arduino, so if I push 1, it prints 1. 2, 3, A, 4, 5, 6, B, and so on and so forth. So, since the Arduino is more robust, I'll transfer this to the Raspberry Pi. The idea is I want to make it to where if I push the 1 key, it turns on a light, 2 key, it turns on a light, or whatever it is. Whenever I push a key, it does something. Raspberry Pi, all I did was got the heat sinks on there. Took forever to download the Raspbian sketch. But I got Raspbian on here, which is a type of Linux. Got it on there. And I'm gonna learn how to, I want to get the keypad set up on the Raspberry Pi. When you push the key on the Raspberry Pi over the Cat 5 cable, I'll run that to the back of the truck, or a USB actually. From the USB to the back to the Arduino, I'll be able to communicate to the Arduino. 1 is pressed, do something. So the Arduino will turn on the relay, because I've got this board right here, which is going to control all my lighting. Anything over, this is all 10 amp stuff, so anything over 10 amps is going to be hooked up to another relay. Yeah. So it'll be hooked up to another relay, and I just got stuck. The keypad, I'll hit a button. The Raspberry Pi will relay that information via USB back to the truck with the Arduino. The Arduino will run the relay board. So I have 16 relays, plenty of power, plenty of controls for lighting and whatnot. And eventually I just found another program called Code Red, or Node Red. Let's go. So if we go into the Raspberry Pi, go to programming, go Node Red, brings up, starts running this program. Then we go into our desktop. We type in 192.168. It's right there on the, right there, 192.168.1.14. Brings this software up. And this software is designed for coding. So I don't exactly know how to use this software yet. I just saw some video and it looks pretty sweet. So you have you want to see, like I'll be running the keypad. So instead of downloading the code, I'm going to learn how to use this software so I can do all sorts of other projects. So you take your output GPIO and an input GPIO. So we'll go look at this. All sorts of stuff you can do. You can go like this. Connect our output to our input. And then we'll be able to make it to where when you push a key, so from, in this case, when I push the 1 key on the Arduino, it sends voltage down, I believe, pin 2, and then pulls down pin 1, something like that. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, but the idea is to learn how to use this stuff, because this is the industry standard for coding and softwaring. So you don't even have to know how to do coding like I had to do here. So I was able to download this code. I can open up my serial monitor. Where's it at? Serial monitor. So when I push keys, it does something. But the Arduino is less likely to get screwed up if you mess up the code or feed voltage back into it. It's more robust because it is a microcontroller, and the Raspberry Pi is a microprocessor, although it has GPIOs for doing this type of project. So I can do the same project on there, but the Raspberry Pi does so many other things. I want to get it eventually set up to where I'll have that screen inside the Dodge set up to where you can play games, play the RetroPie, which I've already learned how to. I've already set up RetroPie on here. That's actually inside this 16 gig card. So if I were to unplug the Raspberry Pi, put that 16 gig card in there, and then boot it up, it'll automatically go to to the RetroPie. So it's a lot of different things I'm doing. Right now I'm running a little USB dongle wireless keypad. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting project going on here. It's gonna take time. This took all night just to get to this point. So we'll see where it goes from here.